All right, life groups, we're here with our last study through the Gospel of John as we come to where Jesus resurrects, or well, he doesn't necessarily resurrect Lazarus, he resuscitates Lazarus. Lazarus would go on to die again. But this story is really about Jesus being the resurrection and life. And I don't necessarily want to use this video to cover this story. I just want to begin to consider this issue. What is the Christian hope? And so as you begin tonight, I want you to begin to think, what is it that you hope for? Do you hope for your marriage to improve? Do you hope for your job to get better? Do you hope for your kids to come back to Christ? Do you hope for global warming, climate crisis? I don't know what you're hoping for, but just begin to think, what is it that you're really hoping for in life? And really we see that there's been a hope since the fall. You know, one of the best definitions of sin that I've heard is that sin is the disruption and the breaking apart of shalom. Now, shalom is the Jewish word. We use it for peace, but it means so much more than peace. It is complete harmony within creation. It includes harmony between humanity and God. It's harmony between all the creatures. It's harmony between mankind and animals. It's harmony within nature. Shalom is everything being as it should be. And sin is the disruption of shalom. It's not just an act that you do, it's an attitude that you can have. And so it's this disruption of shalom. And we see that in the beginning, as sin entered the world, you know, sin is so pervasive. It influences nature, it influences animal relationships, it influences every aspect of our lives. And so the Christian hope is not just that our lives would be better. The Christian hope includes creation being better. And really we see that that's what Jesus has come to do. Ultimately, as the Old Testament progresses, we begin to learn more and more about the Messiah. And Daniel, he's one of the later prophets. In Daniel chapter 12, he makes this revelation, reveals that in the last day, that all the dead will be resurrected, believers and unbelievers. You're going to be raised from the dead, whether you believe it or not. And some are going to be raised to everlasting life, and some will be raised to everlasting death and judgment. And resurrection isn't just about humanity or your life being resurrected. It's about creation being resurrected. We see ultimately that when the Messiah comes, when Jesus comes again, that he's going to restore shalom to all creation. That's the Christian hope, is that sin will no longer be present. Sin will not be possible for us as believers. Sin will not be possible in the new creation. It's going to be perfect, and it's something we can't even imagine, because we can't imagine a world or life that's not touched by sin. And it's in this story that Jesus, he's been revealing himself to the disciples, to people who followed him, to the people who've loved him. And here in this story, as Jesus comes and his friend Lazarus has died, he raises Lazarus from the dead to prove to Mary and Martha and the disciples that the resurrection isn't just an event, but it's a person. Jesus is the resurrection and the life. He's the one who's going to restore all of creation to perfect shalom. And one day, death is going to be defeated. One day, sin is going to be taken care of. And everything's going to be made right as it should be. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's study. It's an amazing story. And I hope you've enjoyed this lesson series. And I look forward to seeing you participate next semester. Thanks. God bless.